Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video Connexi. In this video we're gonna make a basic camera system that follows the player. So first I'm gonna show you the difference between a 3D projection and a 2D projection. For 3D we use a perspective projection, and for 2D we use orthographic projection. The orthographic doesn't show us the Z values, or as you can see it's for 2D. In the 3D we can see this side of the cube, but in the orthographic we can see the left or right side of the cube, no matter how far we go. And let's go to the editor. As you can see in the orthographic, but if we choose perspective, it's like an FPS type of view. So for now let's change it to orthographic. Let's go to the code, add an asset, go to the script, add a scenic script. Let's call it camera script. And now let's open Visual Studio or whatever IDE that you use. Okay, now let's go to the camera script that we just created. And let's make 3 variables. The first one will be a float, and let's call it smooth speed. And let's give it this value. The second public variable will be a transform component, and let's call it a target. The third will be a private vector3, and we'll call it offset. Okay, let's set the offset equals entity.transform.position minus target.position. What will this do is it will calculate the position of our camera to our player. Like, let's say the y-axis is 0.8, our player is 0.5, so the offset of the camera to the player will be 0.3, so it will always calculate it. And now let's make another variable in the update. Let's call it position, and let's take our offset and add to our target position. And now we need to write another variable. Let's call it smooth position equals vector3 dot lerp. What will this do is it will take our camera position and our destination that we just created, and it will move it with a slight delay. So let's take our camera position and its entity.transform.position, and let's take the position that we just created, and as you can see we need another variable, a float variable called amount. That's why we created the smooth speed. And now finally let's move the camera. Entity.transform.position equals smooth position. But before we start the game, go to the start method and type priority equals 2, and I'll tell you why in a second. And now what we need to do is add the script to the camera script, and set the target. The target will be the player. And now the reason we set the priority to 2 is because if we set it to 0, just like the player script, it will look like it's lagging. So let's run the game. Okay, now if we move right and left. As you can see, the camera is following the player with a slight delay. So I hope you like this video, like and subscribe for more, and see you next time.